I wanted to thank Lori for inspiring me to the title of this talk, Embracing Vulnerability. A lot of times we think of like, oh my God, I don't want to be vulnerable. No, but Lori 2 weeks ago said, I'm bringing my vulnerability. Like, this is a part of me that I am sharing with you, like it's a gift. And I felt like that was so powerful because it gave every one of us the permission to be vulnerable. So I'm just sort of dedicating this talk to you in a way. And it was funny because I was trying to come up with different titles for it. I think, was it you, Marilyn? It was Marilyn that gave me Embracing Vulnerability, because I asked you different titles. Or no, maybe it was Jim. Oh, maybe it was my chicken lip husband. I forget. It was somebody I love. Oh, maybe it was Jim, out of his chicken lips. Okay. Well, I came up with these other titles and I just thought they were kind of fun. So it was vulnerability, the door to my heart, sacred vulnerability, the courage to be vulnerable, crying doesn't mean you're not brave, and one of the things that Lori did on her talk was she said, pop up, what does it mean, spiritual freedom to you? And a number of people said curious, a number of people said awe. And so I thought of the awe of awe. Kind of cute. And being vulnerable means embracing our whole true nature. I mean, we have a full spectrum of emotion that we get to feel, and how beautiful would it be if we could accept that in ourselves and become then more trustworthy to each other and to each other's full spectrum of emotion. So I wanna talk for a minute. Thich Nhat Hanh is one of my favorite spiritual leaders, and I brought a calendar from Thich Nhat Hanh. One of the things that he says is, there's a voice in you that wants you to listen. It might be the voice of your body. It might be the voice of your emotions. It might be the voice of your thoughts. It might be the voice of your perceptions. You must listen to the voice. Listen to the voice. So I think that's very powerful. He also, I'm not sure exactly how he said it, but he said, but you must not get carried away by the voice when the voice is like a crying baby. When the voice is like a crying baby, when the voice is either angry, consumed by anger, or sort of out of control with fear or anger or grief or whatever, then what you must do is call up mindfulness to be the nurturing presence, to hold that crying baby, to allow that baby to get calm just by being held. And then that mindfulness also looks deeper in the light of what this voice is sharing. Is there something I need to do? Is there something that this baby is calling for that I need to listen to? And is there someone I need to talk to? Do I need to write in my journal? Do I need to go walk on the beach? What is it I need to do? Now, I teach conscious embodiment. That was developed by my teacher, Wendy Palmer, who was I think by the end, she was a 7th degree black belt in Aikido. And she came up with this idea. In Aikido, which I did, you're gonna fall down and get up over 100 times an evening. And she said, how can we teach how to let your your body, mind, and spirit redirect something in a positive way. How can we do this without falling down and getting up? So she created conscious embodiment. And one of the ideas that I think is very intriguing and powerful is the idea that we all have what she called personality, but we also have center. So personality, that is our personality, the way that we are, our own personal way, but it also is informed by all of the experiences, all of the learnings that we've had, and some of them positive, some of them difficult. But that's personality. And personality can sometimes get a little off center and out of kilter. So the idea is, how do we come back to that place of mindfulness, that place of connection with spirit, that place that guides us to respond in a skillful way? And I don't know about you, but I have a lot of moments where I have a knee-jerk reaction, doing, like when you hit your knee, and they're not always skillful. They don't always further either the conversation I'm in or the situation I'm in. They're not always helpful. So to be able to come back to that centered state is, well, as Wendy said, the best gift you can give the world is to get yourself together. So I'm going to teach you a 4-step process that we do in conscious embodiment about how to come back. So what I first want you to do is get disturbed. So I'm going to ask you to think of something in your life that is, and not huge thing, but something that bothers you, something that disturbs or in some way affects you negatively. So just take a moment, nod when you get something. Yes. Nod when you get something. Yes. Nod, yes. Yes, 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 good. And then now, as you're feeling that, what does it do to your body? So give me one moment because I want to do this with you. So I'm going to go. Okay, so you all could probably see what my body did. My hand made a fist and kind of clenched. My breath stopped. My face squinched up and my shoulders lifted up. So just call out a few things you noticed your body do when you brought that to mind. Contracted.
Chest contraction.
Chest contraction, yes. Pain in the chest. Shrunk down, yeah, yeah. Pardon? Facial expression, yeah. Say that? Oh, okay, I had to put that together. Finger extension, I had to go, what? Oh, okay, I got it, Marilyn, I got it. So notice that your body had a response. And now I'm going to guide you into a centered state. Maybe a different finger will appear. So to come into this centered state, I'm going to ask you first just to sense your booty in the seat and your feet on the ground and a sense of spacious sky above you. And we're going to take a breath and we're going to let that exhale, a long exhale, audible exhale, flow down to the earth. So whenever you're ready. Yeah. And then one more breath in, up towards the sky. And then down to the earth. Yeah. And then let your eyes be softly open and imagine that your awareness of space behind you is equal to space in front of you. Like it's equal front and back. And then equal left and right. So that you're the center of this little circle of awareness. And then that your awareness is equal above and below you. So now you're the center of this bubble of awareness. And then again, imagine gravity. So letting your shoulders relax, your elbows, your wrists, your head resting down through your spine, feet down to the floor. And then imagine if there were more ease in your body. What would that be like? Notice where you notice it. And then more ease in your breath. If your eyes are closed, let them softly open. More ease in your gaze. And know that you are now in a more centered state. So bring before you, whatever it was, that little disturbing thing, bring that into your awareness again. And notice how your body responds in any way that's different than before. So I'm going to just say, my breath is flowing, it's not held. My hand is soft. My body feels softer and open. So just call out things you notice. Open, softer, more grounded, longer breath, more alert, relaxed, protected, nice. So this is going from that personality reactivity to a centered place where you're going to have more access to your own wisdom, creativity, compassion, love, all the things that we want to bring forth in ourselves. And if you're interested in doing this, practicing this more, come to my conscious embodiment class first Saturdays here at 10. But this, I wanted to give you an experience of what that's like to be able to shift. And then I want to do one little experiment. And Izzy, I need you for this. And I'm gonna. Who else wants to be my? You want to be my helper back there? You come on, I'll be my helper. All right. So, Izzy, why don't you hand out? See those pieces of paper? You're going to hand out one, just one. If the little ones are for if they run out, but you can give them just one piece of paper. And I'm going to have. Remind me. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna hand out a pen to everybody. Hopefully these pens work. Maybe they will. I don't know. If they don't, ask for another one. And you'll notice when you get your piece of paper, one side's the front and one's the back. We're gonna use that. And you can be already starting to think about this. On the front side, you're gonna put all the ways that you want other people to see you. The ways that you want to be seen in the world. How is it you want to be seen? What do you want people to see in you? What characteristics, what qualities do you want the world to see you? And I'm going to give you just a brief, like 30 seconds to do that. So just writing down how you want the world to see you. Just write that on the front. How do you want us to see you, Matal? What do you want us to see you as? And thank you for being vulnerable to ask for some help in being able to do that. That's exactly the kind of vulnerability we're looking for. Hey, I need some help on this. That's perfect. You illustrated that for us. Then, when you're ready, turn it over And on the backside, everything you're hiding from people, everything you don't want us to see. Everything you don't want us to see. So anything that would be embarrassing or don't want people to know, you put that on that back side. I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds. Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna crumple up your paper into a little ball. Little ball. And then you're going to throw it up here. Yes, you had it. You got it. You got it. Throw it up here. Yeah, throw them up here. Throw them up here. Throw them on up. Yeah, that's right. Throw them up here. Throw them up here. Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Now I'm going to call Izzy up here. You're my helper today. So Izzy, we don't know who any of these is, right? Pick one, and you're going to open it up, and you're going to read the front and the back. We don't know who it is. We don't know. Oh, one more is coming. Thank you.
The front says funny, mature, brave, kind, strong, beautiful, courageous, smart, happy, loved, and athletic.
Wow, how come I didn't even write one? It sounds just like what I would put.
And the back says insecure, not confident, sad, angry, walked on regret, and unsure.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you. Wait, pick one more. Okay. Do one more. All right. I want to just show there's a little pattern here.
Okay. Loving, kind, thoughtful, generous, understanding, and wait, what does it say? Can you read that?
Giving.
Oh, giving. And then the back says, angry at my design, lonely, looking for belonging, loathing for home. Is that what that says? Longing for home, and on a
On a spiritual journey.
on a spiritual journey.
Thank you. All right. Do we see it? Do we see a trend already, or do we need one more? One more.
It says old person and need help, I think. And there's nothing on the other side.
All right. One more then. Okay. I did this with my sixth graders. It was fabulous.
Okay. This says effective, happy, creative, wise, gives and limits,
Yes.
Visionary, force for
Good.
force for good in the world, and and then the back says doubt, desire, injures, live. Letting people down.
Yep. Letting people down.
And
I think procrastinating. No. Maybe. Injuries to others.
Right.
Thank you. Hand for Izzy. Oh, Izzy, will you collect these for me and put them in our, let's open this basket. Oh, and let them all be held by this basket. There we go. They go into the heart. They're all going into the heart. Made that up on the spot. That's where they belong. Here, we'll put these in there too. Thank you. So, can somebody tell me what's the trend that we just saw? What did we just learn from this? We are very much more alike than not. Anybody else want to say anything else they observed from this? Say that again. We're all schizophrenic. We do. We tend, because our culture does not value vulnerability and teaches, you get, don't you all want to look cool? I want to look cool. But what does that cost me to try and look cool? What that costs me is, number one, I don't get to share my whole self, and probably not even with myself. But number two, I'm not as trustworthy to anybody else because I'm in there hiding. Yes. That's right, a ripple effect. So if I hide, people around me are going to get the cue to hide. If I open up, people are going to get the cue to open up. Exactly right. Thank you. And it's exhausting, yes, yes. And inevitably, we're going to be found out from time to time. Yes. So what I'm inviting you all to is, and it doesn't mean you have to spill out your guts to everybody you meet. It's not that kind of vulnerability, but it's a willingness to have an open heart. It's a willingness to let the door of your heart be open. So I want to read a couple things. This is the tagline of all my emails. This is from Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. If we could read the secret history of our enemies, we should find in each person's life sorrow and suffering enough to disarm all hostilities. And that's something that we didn't really talk about, is it allows us to grow our own compassion. And I, as a hypnotherapist, body worker, trauma therapist, I see people come walking in, and no matter how together they look, when they come in and sit with me, I get to see what's on the backside. I get to see that. And it's a huge privilege for me to be present to that, to be there and support this person as a whole person, and to walk their journey with them. So if you are more able to be vulnerable and open, then you're more likely to know, okay, this person's probably dealing with some stuff, because we all are. So it gives that greater sense of compassion. The other person I want to quote is Thich Nhat Hanh. So Kermit, may I? Thank you. This is my Thich Nhat Hanh calendar. And where's my page? Hold on. Where's my right page? Here we go. This is the drawing that goes with it. It says, don't throw away your suffering. Use it. Your suffering is the compost that gives you the understanding to nourish your happiness and the happiness of others. That's Thich Nhat Hanh. And finally, my last one is going to be my hero, Ted Lasso, who's back on for season 4. Woohoo! There's a scene from one of his seasons where he is a whole scene, but I'll just say what he said was, he thought this was, it's attributed to Walt Whitman, who didn't apparently say it, but he says, be curious, not judgmental. So I leave you with those parting words. And this is to yourself as well as to other people. Be curious, not judgmental. Thank you all for going on this little journey with me. Thank you all.